What are you most afraid of?
Dying alone. I don't think that anyone would even notice that I was gone. They never do. If I changed my phone number or something, my phone doesn't ever ring. I turned it off when we came in here like someone was going to call me. No one does.
Dice, mujer se arrepiente de haber tratado mal a su esposo cuando estaban casados. Ahora él es muy feliz con su nueva esposa. Y no saben cuánto lo lamento. Triste realidad, pero bueno, vamos a ver.
Everyone always says it's gonna be okay, but no one really knows that. That's just what you say. I just feel like it's a little bit unfair. I'm so over waiting. Like, when is it gonna be my turn? What did I do wrong? The thing is, I don't even want to be getting married or having kids right now, but I'm just starting to get nervous. What is wrong with me? I don't know why it's so easy for some people. I just feel like I'm never gonna find the person, if I even have a person. And I don't want to sit around swiping on fucking dating apps and going on these first dates where you just sit down and you're like, let's see if we like each other. It just feels so forced. I don't want to be alone forever. I feel like we're playing musical chairs, and if I don't spend time on it right now, then I'm going to be the last one standing up when everyone sits down and everyone's going to get married and start having kids, and then I'm just going to be like the last single person and no one is going to have time for me. Like, I didn't have a bad childhood. It wasn't like super traumatic, but then like, if it wasn't purity culture that messed me up and made me afraid to like date and take risks, then what is it? Like, why am I such a pussy? I just feel like I'm always working so hard on something. I'm always working toward a goal. Like, when is it gonna be my turn to like fall in love and relax and like chill? Even with content has been so fucking cool over the past few months, but I still don't feel like I'm in a place where I have like such an engaged community that I can relax. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what people want to see from me, and that's so consuming. And when stuff doesn't do well, it just feels like my life isn't interesting enough. God.
Bueno, obviamente así están muchas, ¿no? Y esta es la triste realidad para muchos de estos personajes que se la pasan ahí montando el carrusel, haciendo otras cosas, y ahora están ahí. ¿Cuándo va a ser mi turno? ¿Por qué yo?
So many women that I know that are super hot are single.
Okay, and
also for me, like, the more successful I get, I feel like the harder it is to date, because all of a sudden the layer of BS that you were kind of falling for before because you thought, oh yeah, you know, I gotta put up with it, or like it's normal. All of a sudden you're like, wait a second, I don't actually need this.
so nothing about one's physical appearance actually changed, just one's attitude. Got it.
The more good looking you are, there is this thing that happens where boys think they need to humble you. They're so mean to me.
Why are there so many single women out here that are struggling to find a man? Well, I'm going to tell you the reason, but you're not going to like the answer. Now, this may not apply to you, so don't take offense. But if you do, maybe you need to reflect why it makes you offended. Honestly, a lot of women treat men like trash. A lot of women take men for granted. A lot of women want men to take accountability for their actions and what they do. But boy, if you ask a woman to take accountability for her faults and her actions, it's straight to signing divorce papers. But my question is, why are women so resistant to taking accountability? Like, really, what is the reason why you won't take accountability for your actions? I know for me personally, because I was this woman for many, many years, like most of my marriage, I realized this because I thought I had to be perfect and that society judged me based on my level of perfection. And if I dared to take accountability for my faults and actions, then I would be even more demonized. But the reality is, me not taking accountability was making it worse. And I don't think a lot of women understand the fact that we are a lot of the problem. I'm not saying we're the whole problem, but at least on my platform, on this side of things, a lot of men are trying. They're putting in the effort. They're doing the things that they need to do. And women are taking their husbands for granted. They got married because they wanted to be married, not because they wanted to be a wife. So you single ladies struggling to find a man, most men are not even wanting to get married anymore.
Obviamente acaba de decir una gran verdad, güey. Muchos de estos personajes sí se casan solamente por el título de esposa. O sea, por el título. Pero no quieren ser esposa. O sea, es que los términos en inglés son diferentes. Dice, se casa para estar casados, pero no quiere ser esposa. Y eso es, güey. O sea, en realidad solamente quiere estar casada por ese título, pero en realidad no se quiere comportar como una esposa. ¿Va? Esa es la realidad para muchos de estos personajes que después como ella se dan cuenta que la cagaron, ¿no? Por fin.
They've dealt with bad relationship after bad relationship of women taking them for granted and treating them like trash. And honestly, I can't blame them. If you put all the effort in for a year, didn't get anything back, you wouldn't tolerate that either. So why are we expecting men to just sit down, shut up, and take it? You would advise every one of your girlfriends, girl, don't take that from him. Why should he take that from you? And honestly, I truly believe that lack of accountability is one of the #1 reasons why marriages are failing. So we refuse to take ownership of the things that we need to take ownership for. I can promise you, if you take accountability for your actions and work really hard to fix them, your marriage can look completely different. Because y'all, that's where I'm sitting right now. The problem is you just gotta swallow your pride, do what it takes to make a change.
I went out this weekend with a girlfriend of mine, and while we were sitting down talking about just being single and in our 40s and the dating pool of men and women and how just that pool's a little dirty. Been single for about 5 years, so I really have learned a lot. And what I have really learned is the longer that you are single, and especially the longer that you are not intimate with someone, it really gives you the clarity of what you want, need, and deserve.
Oh my God.
Being single, it's one thing. That is a time of reflection for you, a time to get to know yourself, to know what it is you're looking for in a mate. But when you add the aspect of you are also not intimate and you haven't been intimate for like a while, man, you really think, who am I about to relinquish that to? Who am I about to relinquish all of that commitment I've made to not being intimate and focusing directly on myself? Who am I relinquishing that to? You really think about that. You
Se están desesperando, güey. Una cosa es estar soltera y una cosa es que no les han puesto, güey. Imagínate. Súper desesperadas que están. Pero bueno, señores, no sé qué opinan al respecto. Dejen sus comentarios. Y díganme, quiero saber qué opinan de este tema, de las morras. Pues ya es que ya ni siquiera les podemos llamar posmuro, güey. Ya les tenemos que llamar de otra forma. Porque son ridículas, güey. De verdad.